Just talk into it.
Just
hold
talk
it
into
really
it.
close.
Just talk into it. Just talk into it. You know, first off, I want to applaud everyone for coming out here today and for taking the stand, because too many times, Malcolm X once said, well, Dr. King once said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. And you know, the funny thing is, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. We have come a long way, but we have a long way to go. You know, 50 some odd years ago, we had the March on Washington, and we had people come together from different races and different backgrounds and different religions and different creeds. And they stood together as one. But today we find it hard to come together to agree on one common thing. And so I stand here to encourage everyone and to give everyone some comfort in knowing that Jesus Christ is still Lord. And you know, some people might not agree with me, they might not understand it, but the only way to get past all of this, the answer is plain. Jesus is love. And when we trust in Him and we abide by His will, that's when change will begin to happen. But until we do that, nothing will change. 50 some odd years ago, the March on Washington, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Dr. King a Christian, Malcolm X Nation of Islam. These brothers came together and stood together because they knew something had to be done. But now we put this whole thing, this whole idea of religion on the back burner. And we wonder why we're going through so much hell. And so it's going to take all of us standing together. But it can't stop here. We need to do more things like this. We need to have forums. We need to have rallies. We need people to begin to come around and come to meetings and speak to our elected officials. They can't do anything without us. And I think President Obama said it best last night. He said, this isn't a black issue, it isn't a white issue, it's an American issue. And when we understand that and we walk boldly for what we're standing for, change will begin to happen. Malcolm X once said, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And too many times we keep falling for the same old mess. I had to scratch my head on that one. I had to scratch my head on that one.
Yes.
You know, the president said last night, when I say black lives matter, that doesn't mean blue lives don't matter. It doesn't mean that white lives don't matter. Right now, what we are seeing in today's society is black people aren't treated the same as everyone else. So that's the problem. That is the issue. And when we continue to sit down at the table and we work this thing out together, everything will work out. My favorite saying is this, and I'll close on this one. If you're not at the table, you aren't on the menu. So I encourage each and every one of you to take your seat at the table with me. Thank you.